Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have my 2005 Carrera S 911 997.1. This higher rear center brake light is not functioning. So today we're gonna learn how to replace that. I was able to source a used one. I'll put a link to a new one in the description of this video though, but just wanted to show you what they look like and what you're gonna have to do to remove the old one. You can see on the back, there are 3 clips on this side, 3 clips on that side that hold it in, as well as these 2 white little release things. And you have to squeeze them in. There's one on each side, so you have to squeeze them both in to release them and unclip them. And to get to it is not super simple. So let's start. So right here, release. And this pops up and we just lift it up like this. Hopefully your strut's still good to hold this up. If not, I will be replacing mine later today because this one's kind of weak. So I'll have a video on how to do that. But that reveals these Torx fasteners right behind us. So these are Torx size T30s. So just get a little extension and a ratchet, and we're gonna go ahead and remove these 3 bolts. Come out very easily. They have a washer. Just set these aside. All right, with all 3 of those removed, that is everything on the outside of this piece because this whole piece has to come out. All right, from the inside, this panel right here, we're gonna have to remove. I'm just gonna use a trim tool to start detaching it. It's held on by some other plastic clips. Oh, and just in case you didn't know that your rear seats can fold down like this, grab this lever, pull it forward, you got access. All right, I've never done this before. Feels like I can just reach my hand back here though and start pulling this thing out. And this side is coming up all the way, so I can grab both hands under there. I'm just gonna gently start pulling this out. Oops, that didn't sound good. Just this little metal bracket guy popped off. You can see that one is over there. This one just goes over here and helps pinch that in. We'll put that back on later. And all the other metal clips had already fallen off. So this is what the metal clips look like. They just snap right on here in place. And these are what hold the top of it in place. Right back here, it looks like this is some sound deadening that was up here that just has been old and has fallen off for us already. All right, so let's figure this out now. There are a couple little recesses back here. See if I can get my phone under here and show you. So you have a post here with a little nut. I assume it's probably a 10 millimeter. We'll find out in a second. So we're going to remove that carefully so that it doesn't just fall off back there. We don't want it to fall into the bodywork because it'll probably rattle around and annoy you. And then there's a second one over here that is the same thing. And I was expecting that there would be more, but looks like there's just 2. All right, I'm just going to use a little 1/4-inch ratchet with a long 10 millimeter socket so that the post can go through it and I can still get that nut off. All right, let's get him fitted down there. All right, gotta get that thing started. Man, that was on tight. All right, try to find yourself a comfortable position because that's a really long post and you can't really, it doesn't get loose enough to turn this thing by hand until the very end, which I'm at now. I'm hoping to go slowly and capture the nut so it doesn't fall back in there. Yeah. Gotcha. All right, so that's the nut that came out that side. That's the nut that came out the other side. So I don't know if One of them is stock and one of them is not stock, but all right, we got that detached now. If I were doing this again, I would probably do the inside first before the outside, because the outside, once it's loose, kind of moves around as you're unscrewing it. So if these were still bolted in to hold it into place, it might be easier, but I don't know. Either way, it's done now. All right, so I think I'm gonna want some protective stuff up here so I can try to lay this on it, because it's still gonna be, wires are gonna still be attached, so I'm gonna have to detach. I might have to set this on the car, we'll see. Never done this, so not exactly sure what to expect. Let's see. This comes off now. I guess I can close this. Lower it at least to get it out of my way. And all right, we just have this one wire here. All right, so I think he is part of the new light. All right, so those black clips from behind you can see now. All right, so these little black clips, kind of gotta squeeze them together. It's a really weird angle to get to them, and then start pulling it out. All right, there's two. Just kind of work my way down, get to the third one. I'll show you guys what I'm doing afterwards from behind. Okay, so you got those three out from this side. And it cracked the light a little bit, which we're obviously not concerned about. So we're gonna throw this one away. And I have to do the same thing. So it's a really weird angle, because you gotta push from the bottom and the top at the same time and get your hand back here. You can get like either the top or the bottom kind of easily, but to get both at the same time is a pain. All right, we got that first one. Ow. All right. Crack. Yeah, if you ever wanted to take this off and put the same one back on, you have to be super careful. I'm assuming it's a little bit older than typical, so it's a little brittle. Oh man. Okay. And you're sticking your finger through a fairly sharp piece of metal. Ow. Got to be a better way to do that. Ow. All right, I got those three out. Now, the little white piece that you press in. There we go. Press that in, that popped out. Press it in on this side. Yeah, if you don't know what this thing looks like before you start doing it, it'll be super hard to figure this out. Help pry it out the rest of the way. So you still kind of got to leave it here in place so you can take the light off. This has one little tab to press down, and that slides out easily. All right, so this one was a little bit different. It's got black tabs on the side. But that's what it looks like. So these clips here are what I was fighting with. You can see from this angle. Let me show you this one here. So it looks like this. So you have to press them both in at the same time for it to come out like that. And now with this wire disconnected, I can slide it out through here. middle hole and show you this side. So your first two clips are in here, your third one is over here, and your little press thing is over here. So you have to like, and they're up and down, not this way. So you have to like reach through and push one, and then like reach through and push the other one, and yeah, it's a little battle. But while it's out, I'm gonna go ahead and clean off the years of nastiness here, and also remove this stuff and clean everything there to make it nice and pretty. All right, before I go through all that drama again, I'm gonna go ahead and plug in my my used one and make sure it works. Ew, and look at all of this stuff you can clean while you're back here. Yuck. So that's it. Hope this video was helpful. Please give it a thumbs up, guys. I'll see you on the next Porsche 997 video. Oh man, that is satisfying. We are gonna get this girl back to her glory days. So please follow along. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Lots of great Porsche content still to come. Hope to see you guys in the next video.